Well, hello there. Thank you for joining me. My name is Irrelevant and welcome to Repetitive Spanish. Now, a little bit about this channel. First off, the reason it's called Repetitive Spanish is because repetition is very important when learning a language. If you don't use the information you learn, then you'll end up forgetting it. The idea I had was for you to watch each video until you're familiar with what's being said, and then to come back however often you wish to simply listen to the video and refresh your memory. That constant repetition should really help cement the information into your memory. But first, you have to understand what's being said, and for the most part, it should be pretty easy to figure out. As you watch each video, you will see colorful Spanish words appearing at the top of the screen and colorful English words appearing simultaneously at the bottom of the screen. Whatever color the word is in the Spanish, so too will its translation be in the English. This is meant to help you quickly recognize new words and phrases and to see how the word order may differ. The colors are chosen completely arbitrarily, with a few notable exceptions. Generally speaking, conjugated verbs, that is, verbs that encode information for tense and person, will appear green. Sometimes, however, more than one conjugated verb will appear in a line. In that case, the green equals conjugated verb rule won't always apply. Similarly, certain pronouns tend to appear bright blue. They're usually reflexive pronouns, object pronouns, or possessive pronouns. Again, if more than one appears in a line, the bright blue equals certain pronouns rule may not apply. Also, I just really like these colors, so sometimes I like to sprinkle them over other words too. Perhaps in time, I may come up with a consistent system for how things are colored. If that happens, I'll let you know. The main point? It's all color coordinated. If a word appears in a specific color in the original Spanish, it will be the same color in the English translation. Speaking about the English translation, it can get a little weird sometimes. That's because I want to get as close as I can to a direct word-for-word translation. Occasionally, that word-for-word style of translation sounds a bit strange, but that's okay. They're two different languages, and they're not always going to be exactly the same. I think it's really important to keep that in mind as you're learning the language, and that's why I left all that awkwardness in, so you can see the nuance and the differences and appreciate them. Also, quick note, words in parentheses are things that don't appear in the original Spanish but may be helpful in the English translation. Whereas words in brackets are either things that appear in the original Spanish but might not be necessary in the English translation, or it's a place for me to put a more direct translation for a word or phrase. And finally, I am not a native speaker of Spanish. Thus, it is inevitable that I will make mistakes. I might mispronounce a word or emphasize the wrong syllable, or add a random word that wasn't there, or forget to say a word that was there, or misunderstand the text, or translate something wrong. So what do? Check the description. I'll leave a note in the description about any mistakes that I notice and what it should have been instead. Also in the description, I'll leave notes about other stuff, like interesting things I ran across, new lessons in grammar that I learned, or just commentary about the text. So check those descriptions. They're very important. And maybe check them again every once in a while. I might not catch everything at first, or someone might point something out to me in the comments, and I'll add it in later. All in all, thank you for joining me. Welcome to Repetitive Spanish, and I hope it will be something useful and enjoyable. Until next time, adios.